Is it too late to start Arknights? Have I missed the boat? That's what I was asking myself about a week ago. Now after 7 days of logging in every day and clicking around and seeing what I can do, I can't imagine stopping now, to be honest. Compensation, awesome. Grab that. Essentially, I'm just going to run through like what I've been up to the last 7 days, what I've done so far, what what I haven't done, I guess. Seventh day login in a row. Haven't missed one yet. Reset is really good time for me. It's around 9 p.m. Australia time, like East Coast Australia time. So it means I can kind of always start the day, I'll start the evening off with doing dailies and that sort of thing.
Caster Stewart reporting in.
I'm
glad to be working with
asked around and someone gave me a calculator for sorting these out to try to work out how you get like the highest 5-star chance and that sort of thing. But generally speaking at the moment, unless I see, I think it's top operator or senior operator, I pretty much just click random stuff here for now, because I'm not really sure what I'm looking for. I think I'm just looking for a bit of everything.
I am Ansel, a medical intern.
Feel free to like let me know if there's anything I should be or shouldn't be doing here. Because I am, only 7 days in, so there's a lot I'm missing as far as like knowledge wise. But so far I'm just kind of clicking away and making sure the sanity doesn't get to max. So I feel like if you max out sanity and things like that, or like energy in these sorts of games, then you're kind of wasting away a little bit. Found it pretty easy to use all the stamina because of the event that's currently happening, to do with the fireworks, I believe it is. So we go to the base and tap a couple of things, and so yeah, built out the base. I wasn't entirely sure on the ratios of what you're meant to do. I kind of felt like having one factory to build the gold to give to the trading post to do the little mission things, and 2 factories for XP. Or was it 2 factories for gold I ended up going with? Maybe it was, I think I ended up with 2 for gold and then 1 for XP was kind of what I went with. Power plants, I believe it's pretty stock standard. I don't transparently know like if there's like a min-maxy way to do this. I just kind of built everything I could and make sure I keep logging in and clicking anything that's like got a red light essentially. Oh, that's exciting. I finished off 7 clues here. I believe the clues are just place them in and get the rewards. I don't know if there's any like special way you got to match up certain types of clues with certain clues. I'm not entirely sure on how that works. I don't have any clues to give, sorry about that. But that's pretty much my base. Pretty early game. I can't upgrade anything here. Oh, clues is still saying something. That's interesting. I thought I just did this. Oh, sorry, the time one. Did it reset it? Okay, it reset, sorry. Brilliant, we get another one. So, I don't believe I can build anything here because I need this extra material, this one. Concrete building material. I haven't unlocked that yet. In the main story, I haven't unlocked that, which I'm aware I probably should be able to push up to that. But I've been focusing on the limited time event, which may or may not be the right thing to do. I'm not entirely sure. I've just been trying to make sure to do all the dailies to get all these rewards and things. That's pretty much been like my kind of goal, is to log in, use the stamina, get into like a habit of using stuff. Like this, I didn't realize caps out at 300. So I went over once and I got a message saying that I used too much or that some went away. Hey, a new healer, that's awesome.
Things first. Don't judge me by the way I look.
I wonder if Gavel's a good unit. That's nice. So yeah, small, I don't know what that is. Hopefully I don't need that because it feels like that's a bit expensive, 200. I think I have plenty of everything else, but then it will expire, right? I think I might just buy the polyester. Being that it's expensive, I'm assuming it's decent. Evidently, I'm not entirely sure. Gold I can make, orange shards I think I can make. I think I can make all this sort of stuff. Maybe furniture parts seem a little bit rare, but that's fine. But yeah, I'm just essentially going to go through like the account today and show you what I've been up to, just collecting dailies and things to begin with. I guess I'll start with operators I pulled this week. I didn't pull anything off stream. I pretty much just been saving this material as well as the yellow material
Doctor? I could probably lend a hand
for pulling, because like I feel like pulling like without mates around or whatever is kind of a little bit like sad. I'd hate to pull something, continue recruitment. I'd hate to like pull something and no one be out there to hype up something good. First day I pulled Thorns, who I believe is pretty decent, 6-star melee DPS. I forgot that class is called. Guard, sorry. I've been pretty much just throwing Thorns down in place of the tank in lots of situations, because I think early game, I'm not sure how late game works, but it seems to be pretty good to cheese through stuff. Also, if we go rarity, here we go. We've got a couple 5-stars as well during the pulls. I'm not entirely sure who you get for free, who you're meant to get, but this is who I have so far. As far as 5-stars and 4-stars, I'm just going to slowly go through them. You probably know them a lot better than I do by name and by usefulness. I believe that some 4-stars are actually decent in this game. I'm unaware of like the meta and like what you're meant to do in quotation marks. In fact, I haven't clicked on many of these. They probably have their potentials that I can upgrade for many of them. Haven't done that yet because I haven't been using these characters. But that's pretty much all the characters I have so far. As for the main story, I'm up to 2.7, I think it is. I think that's what it's called. Maybe 3 something. I'm mistaken. Yeah, I'm up to 2.7 in the main story. It's only recommended level 35. This map here, show you the map. I kept getting units flying in from here and flying in from here. I know that's like what the map's meant to do. They're flying in from some weird direction. I couldn't really hold this well myself. I had a tank sitting here in this square. I'm not sure if you can see my mouse. I believe you can. I had a tank sitting here, a healer here, and a sniper here, covering this sort of area. I had my AoE slow person sitting here, covering these towers here. The 6-star damage dealing guy was here, facing this direction, and a tank here and a healer and another DPS here, another sniper here, or maybe a mage. And they just kept getting through. So I kind of gave up for now. I believe that I tried maybe 5 or 6 times and kept failing. I probably just need to like work out how to better use characters to their strengths, obviously. I know that it's not a wall based on my characters. It's a skill diff, definitely. And my characters, some of them are a little bit underleveled for what it is. It says 35 and some of them are 30ish, 20, 19, level 16 for example. So I do know that there's some improvement here. This is my team comp that I pretty much use for everything. I know that you're meant to have like different squads. Sorry, they call it squads. Different squads for like different maps. I haven't used the support unit yet, where you can borrow people's units. I believe that that's pretty strong. Because I don't know much about these units in particular, I was worried about using one and like wasting it, but I wasn't entirely sure how this system worked. I haven't looked too much into it yet. I've been a little bit busy, so my actual time to look into the game outside of the game has been minimal. I've been mainly focusing on just like kind of pumping away at this event here, at the firework event essentially. With this event, I was going to show you what I got up to here, but essentially I only got up to the second actual area for this, and I managed to get 2100 of this material. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to buy here. My goal was to get, I think, at least 2100 to get this token. I think this is a skin which looks really nice. This character, the headhunting permits. I don't know what these are, the module data blocks. I'm sure it'll tell me if I look at it. Unlocks operator modules. Transparently, I'm not even sure what that is at the moment, but they looked important because they're highlighted in yellow. And so did the crystalline electronic units. Similarly, I'm not entirely sure what this is for. I'm sure I can read it and it will tell me. But essentially my goal was to buy these 6 sets of items. I know these have more than one. And I believe 2100 means I can do that. I won't be buying these right now though, in case I need some other materials here and I'm unaware of that. I'm going to kind of ask around before I buy these, because I think this shop's open for another 5 or 6 days. So I didn't want to kind of buy the expensive things being like, oh, the expensive things are just better and you should buy them. And maybe for my account is early game or very early game, being only a week, maybe it was better to get some like skill summaries or some battle records or some other bits and pieces here. I wasn't entirely sure, or like, these are infinite, so I assume these are kind of just like, like not really needed to be touched. They like to use your last little tickets on for the event. So I'm pretty certain that these 6 will be going for. I just wasn't really sure on what else to use them for, if I have any left over. What else? And then I've also been enjoying the auto chess, as I say, the TFT game. I haven't gotten that far in the auto chess. I've only tried the easiest difficulty. I'm only up to tier 22 as far as the level goes. I'll probably be playing this like later today. To be honest, I'm really enjoying how this plays in general. I really enjoy auto chess. I'm not very talented or big brain at it, and I've only been doing the intermediate or the easy mode version, right? Because the entry doesn't give you a reward, so I wouldn't even class that as like a real mode. The core protocol kind of scared me with like the high battle difficulty and low funds, just because of my minimal like experience with this game is in Arknights. Even though I have a little bit of experience with auto chess playing TFT and things, I didn't want to kind of just run into a brick wall with this. However, I did lose a foundation game today during lunch, and I realized you still do get like credits, you still get like experience towards this. So I might have a go at the harder version and see if it's worth my time doing that sometime. See if I end up with more overall. In these areas, I'm not entirely sure how to get these tokens. It tells me right here, of course it does. I just haven't looked. That's really bad on my behalf. I haven't opened up anything here because I was worried about wasting tokens. So it looks like they're kind of weeklies that you unlock almost, and there might be something that I probably should have done because I might have lost a couple of tokens, it looks like, in the process of not using them. So I'll be going through this and reaching and kind of seeing around and seeing what other people do and kind of what you're meant to do with this in quotation marks. I'm a big advocate for like nothing wrong to do when you're playing games. You're meant to have fun, but also if there's like weeklies and dailies and time-based restrictions, I might as well get the process rolling and unlocking certain things or getting certain things. I probably wasted a lot of this stuff where everything's specially open for newer players. I haven't gone into these once. In fact, no, I did. I went into one of these once. Maybe it was the Tough Siege, just to do a mission that I had to do. It said beat a tier 2 or something of the training mission. So I did that for I think it was a weekly or something to do with starting the game. There's like some like do this, do that kind of situation. I'm not entirely sure what I'm meant to focus my sanity on this is for, and like what's optimal for pushing. I'm probably going to be trying to push the main storyline to unlock that new building material. That's my like next goal holistically, because the main story seems to block quite a few different things, which makes sense as kind of main stories generally do. The other content that I did that I can't find now was, it was kind of like a big battlefield, a really big battlefield. Oh, here we go. It's on the top right here. So with this, if we go back one, does it go back? Okay, with this one, I believe it told me to go over here, but I need to unlock 2.8 for this. So I just scrolled around until I found one I could do, which was this one. I couldn't push very hard because I think it's major storyline again. I pretty much just pumped this out using lost my stamina to do what I could. I could only get up to wave... What wave was it? It'd tell me here, I believe. Not wave. I could only get up to 338 units. I probably could have improved this a little bit, maybe to 350. I'm not entirely sure the gap between the 350 and the 400, like difficulty wise, if there is any at all. My loadout for this was this loadout here, and essentially everything just kind of died towards the end, to be transparent, but that is kind of what it is at this point. I made sure to get the 1200 weekly because I thought it was important to grind this out, although it looks like it would have been easier or better. Again, I just need to complete the major storyline, and that should be, I think that'll unlock a lot of potential in using stamina, using sanity in a better way to move forward with the game. And I think that's pretty much everything. I like experience so far, onboarding of the game, like all the instructions and all the tutorials and all the how-tos have been really great. I unfortunately didn't retain all the information regarding like certain mechanics, I guess. So when it came to this event with the firecrackers, or the fireworks, I should say, it was a little bit like I just kind of brute forced it a little bit, just made a build or made it work without using the mechanic. But I know that, you know, I probably could have paid more attention, gone back to that. I'm pretty sure I'll keep playing. In fact, I definitely will. I'm really enjoying just like logging every day, using all my resources. I've got to get better at sorting the right people here in the base. I'm aware that not everyone's in the right spots, and trying to optimize like everything a little bit, but not try too hard, I guess. So then I like get, you know, annoyed or put up with the game. Overall, I'm pretty excited to keep playing. I'm going to be doing some pulls next time I go live, which will be pretty fun. I'm not entirely sure what I'm meant to pull in quotation marks, or what's like useful or that sort of thing. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know in general. That's pretty much everything. Thanks so much for watching. Again, I appreciate any comments or any suggestions on any dailies I should do, or how you reckon I should maybe progress a little bit. Following like a straight guide isn't really how I like to play gachas or just games in general. In saying that, like, I don't want to, you know, like spend 1,000 hours doing one thing where if I do this other thing it takes 100 hours. So I'm kind of, you know, a little bit open to suggestions, definitely. But thanks so much for watching if you watched this far. I really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next one, or live on at twitch.tv/dj.lol. Feels a bit cringe to say that out loud, but yeah, I might go live every now and again and play some games, and I'll say good day. Thanks so much. Have a great time zone. Bye.